also need to get some weight on this right away. Well, we flipped the picnic table over and we're going to tie the corners onto this. That should give us enough holding power for sure versus little stakes in the ground, because this is frozen, kind of loose pine needle forest floor, and that's not going to hold anything, particularly if the wind blows. And over in the actual camping spot, we got everything loaded into the tent. We've got it secured. Before we lose our sun power, I'm just going to go and take a look at the lake, because it is very picturesque out here. And it's an awesome spot. We should be here for a couple of days, so it's a bit of a longer adventure than usual. And I know I'm going to get people asking about the sound. If there is any wind noise, I do have a windsock, like a dead cat. It's the big fuzzy ball on the mic, but they got their limits, so that's all we can do for that. Oh yeah, don't worry, you don't have to tell me twice. I will not deposit any money, which is nice, because usually it'll be $21 or something and I don't have exact change, and I end up putting in 30 or 25, muttering, "Keep the change, you filthy animals." So it's really nice for change to find a nice free spot. No firewood today, but it looks like they normally do have some firewood, but for free 99 I don't expect any firewood. All right, and beautiful wife is over there domesticating our little tent, getting it all nice and cozy for tonight. This promises to be quite good. Yeah, it's really been domesticated up in here. So this is what I'm talking about on the microphone here. I got this little fuzzy poof ball, a dead cat or a windsock, and it does what it can, but you know, there's always going to be some clipping when there's a lot of wind. Anyhow, I've got my big buddy 18,000 BTU of warming power, so that will work for us tonight. It's hooked up to the outside there. There's a 20-pound propane cylinder. There's the Jackery here, which I do bring on a lot of adventures. It's a 500 watt hour, and on that I got the trouble light with an LED bulb in it, so that's really good. Got a couple of these cots here with the Cabela's ones that are hard to put together, with a foamy and some sleeping bags on top of it, a bunch of food, step 2s, glorious things like that. Outside there is nature, and I'll just give a brief overview of this tent. I will touch a little bit more on it, but it's got the 2 entrances, triangle-y zipper things, so that the other one I had a curve in the zipper, and that just made it a real hassle to open and close. We got ventilation screens. There's 2 there, 1 on either side. Lots of windows in this thing, which is awesome. And the windows, this part actually comes out as well, so you can have a hole right to the outside. When I put in a wood stove, I'll probably replace one of these panels with some sheet metal and do a little stove jack through the side that way. Then I can return it to normal use if I don't want the wood stove in it. So that's what we got in here. And we're gonna be cooking on the fire tonight. I didn't bring my normal little campy stove thing because the fire's nice and we're gonna have one anyways. That's that. So moving right along. I'm getting a little bit thirsty, so I think we know what's gonna happen next. It is time to crack Alexander Keith's today. And of course, everybody at home, you can crack yours as well. Not everybody drinks beer, so it could be a pop, It can be step 3, whatever it is for you. Cheers, guys. The sun is setting on another day on this world, and we're gonna have to shelter in place here pretty aggressively, because that snow, I can feel it. It's coming within the next few hours. We're just in this tent right now trying to stay warm, and it's not proving too difficult because it's not actually that cold out, but that should probably change overnight. Seems that the wind has died down. We don't have our snow particles coming down yet, but I expect that to change quite shortly. And for tomorrow night, and we're just gonna cook up some smoked sausages with some buns, maybe some sauerkraut, maybe some mustard. Who knows what the evening's gonna bring. And we get the fire started now rather than later, when it's snowing and the wind's blowing. And hey, if you can start a barbecue, you can start a campfire. Just a little bit of this barbecue starter stuff in there. I give it a healthy dose. Beats trying to do it again when it goes out. And the stuff is like jellied, basically jellied kerosene by the looks of it. So it's fairly safe to, well, clearly it's not exploding like gasoline would, but there we go. That should get the party started nicely. And yeah, conserve our wood as much as possible. And it's not bushcrafty, but it'll do. And that's not a slight on bushcraft. I'm very fond of a lot of bushcrafters. It's just not what I do. And I don't want to claim to be an expert or even remotely knowledgeable about bushcraft. Oh, okay, there we go. That's good. Things are clouding over really severely here. So, I'm gonna get the dinner on the grill. Smoked sausages. And really simple one tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a little more complex, but yeah, we have a storm coming, I think. I'm not sure 100%, but who knows what the weather predictions actually pan out to be. We'll cook these up and get right back into hunkering down in the old tent. These look about done. They're filled with cheese, so it looks a little rude when they cook. However, delicious. I'm gonna enjoy these in the tent because there is no bears around these parts. Back into the tent, super cozy. Gonna get the smokies here, which are Canadian for smoked sausages. But yeah, just a sprinkle of mustard on here, and then tomorrow we can actually relax, enjoy the trip without trying to take the whole tent down and everything in the morning. So that's awesome. It's gonna be a really cool trip out here. Oh, yes. There we go. Western Family mustard, buck. It's a fantastic deal. There we go. Yum, yum. Absolutely perfect. And the wind is still blowing, but not too violently. We're anchored down if there is an issue with that. But the stars are all gone. It's clouded over, which means there is snow coming. Between 10 and 20 centimeters tomorrow, which will be 3 to 6 inches of snow for us. So we'll see what happens, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna sit here watching Simpsons or something. Good morning. It snowed a whole lot. The roof collapsed a couple of times in the night. Had to wake up and pop it back up, which is not unusual with these hub things if they get a load of snow on them. Sometimes I put a little stick. I have an extendable painter's pole that I just right there to hold it up, but I didn't bring it this time because we got the bed right in the middle. So we're gonna see what this damage is like outside, see if we can actually make it out of this parking lot, because yeah, it's stormy. It's gonna get stormier. If we can actually make it into town, we'll grab a little bit more supplies, because if there's a little bit more snow, I don't know when they're going to actually plow this road, but I think there's probably like that much snow out there right now. So let's take a look. Certainly was a fair bit of snow. As you can see, the car is under there somewhere. Our tent held up okay. The quantity of snow is formidable, and we're going to try to drive into town through this. And you can see we do run the risk, if there is any more snow, of being stuck here. And I've just stepped on a few things, fire starter stuff from yesterday, and I have a GoPro out here somewhere too that was recording a time lapse. And where would that be? I'm gonna be in here somewhere. Yeah, quite the amount of snow. I should have brought my big, humongous astronaut boots. That would have been useful for today. Alright. Where is the GoPro? Mystery of the day. And where would that be? I'm gonna be in here somewhere. Yeah, quite the... There we are. Still recording. Huh, what a surprise. Boy. Shovel this place out, but I don't think they're expecting anybody to actually be camping out here. We're about to fully explore the limitations of the all-wheel drive system on a Hyundai Santa Fe. It is really, really deep. You can see there. Now, I should be using the GoPro to film this, except I'm using the big main camera, because the GoPro, I dug it out of the snow, I brought it into the car, and I plugged it in, and it made the worst beep I've ever heard it make, and then smoke started coming out of it. So I don't think it's going to film anything else after what I put it through last night. So here goes nothing. I have no idea if we're going to get stuck or not, but if we make it into town before there's any more snow, because this may be quite a while before they clear all this out, we're gonna have enough stuff that we could last here a week or two. Like, we're gonna load up, because they will eventually plow this, but when, that's the question. Okay, here we go. Okay.